Frank Lampard gets the sack, is Thomas Tuchel the right man to get the Chelsea job? Fik Tomori is forcing for a way out of Chelsea. Yes, he wants to leave. Hakim Ziyech is potentially back for the Manchester City game. That might not happen. And Reece James is injured again. Frank, what did I tell you about playing players when they're not 100% fit? Doesn't watch the Kavkas, you. He really should, like you guys. Let's go. Before we get started, I need a massive favor from every single one of you. Little channels like mine depend on likes and subscriptions to be pushed by the YouTube algorithm. So help a brother out, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and be interactive in the comments below. So the rundown of today's video, we're going to talk about Thomas Tuchel and is he going to get the Chelsea job if Frank Lampard gets sacked. Then we're going to go into Frank Lampard's decision in recent weeks over playing players like Hakim Ziyech and whether it was the correct decision to play Reece James in that Arsenal game. You already know my stance, but I'll break it down and explain it in perfect, simplistic form. And finally, we're going to look at 3 youth prospects that all linked away from the club in January, yet I've got a very opposing view to this compared to the rest of Twitter. It's very different. Tomori, Andrew, Gilmore, you know the deal. Stick tuned. Let's go. Look, guys, you all know my stance on Frank Lampard. It was very difficult for me to get behind the process initially because I didn't believe the manner he got the job in was acceptable. You don't hand an intern the CEO position just because he's the son of the former CEO. And that's the way I looked at it. But yet I got behind him and I saw the same mistakes over and over again. But never have I called him names, never have I been disrespectful, and I have always appreciated who he is as a former player, but that will not allow me to be clouded and judge him as a successful manager, because I don't feel like you can be a manager that's successful within the first 3 years of your job straight away. There's obvious anomalies, Pep Guardiola, Zidane, but all of them did their due diligence, whether it's as a B coach or in the reserves. It's as simple as that, guys. I'm sorry, but that's the truth of the matter. But if we do get rid of Frank, is Thomas Tuchel the right man? We all know he's a great tactician. We all know that since Dortmund, when he had Christian Pulisic, he was renowned to be a guy that was almost a nerd of the textbook. Is a disciplinarian. And is this what this squad really needs? For me, I think this squad needs someone that's a bit more laid back, someone that plays expansive football and is not prone to the little minute detail. And that's where the difficulty comes in, because if he's not the right man, then who is? I personally don't know enough about Thomas Tuchel, and I will be doing my research in the upcoming weeks before I can put my neck out on the line and say I want Thomas Tuchel. But he's got a cool name. I know he's got more experience than Frank. I've seen the projects he's built at Dortmund and PSG. I understand the caliber of players at PSG was significantly higher. But at the same time, should I be convinced? What do you think? Then we're going into the most important part of this video. Hakim Ziyech could potentially be back for the Manchester City game. And you don't understand how relieved I feel about that. Hakim Ziyech is a tremendous player. Hakim Ziyech gives us the creativity that we so lack at this moment in time. Christian Pulisic is an attacking winger who loves to dribble at players and get in between the lines. The only currently player in our team that's playing, that's got creativity about him, is Hudson-Odoi. Sprays the pass well, played fantastic against Aston Villa. So welcoming Ziyech back into the team in the final third is a welcoming sight that we cannot take for granted. Hopefully he is fit enough for that Manchester City game. If it happens, there will be a preview for that game. So stay tuned to the channel. Another reason to subscribe to the Kavkas. I bring you all the latest transfer news, all the match previews, the match reviews, everything you lot need to know about Chelsea. It will be here for you. So stay tuned and let's keep it stepping to the next story. Reece James it is. What have you done? Frank, what have you done, my good friend? This story infuriates me more than anything. I told Frank Lampard on this channel, and he doesn't watch it clearly. Clearly you don't watch it because you would listen. There's no need to risk Reece James for that Arsenal game. And all of a sudden, he's gone from having a little knee issue to now having a hamstring issue. Reece James is injury prone, and this is what people don't understand. Being that size that he is, he's got the Ruben Loftus-Cheek factor problem. I've named it after Ruben. The guy's body is too big and he's going through puberty where he's growing and he's developing, he's becoming a man. And when you're becoming a man, he's not used to running around with so much weight and muscle on his body. It's still taking time to get used to the whole process. So injuries are going to become more frequent. Yet, the last thing you want him to do is start playing every game. And yet, Frank plays him. And what happens? He's got another little niggle. Last time I heard little niggle, Ziyech has been out for saying it's not serious. And that's the main thing. The fact that they're saying it's not serious. But I'm worried. I don't believe him. I really don't. And I don't want this guy being wasted. This guy is a generational talent. And I don't say that lightly. I don't like using that analogy. But he's generational. His final third product is phenomenal. He can defend one-on-one. He's quick. He's strong. He's good in the air. He's powerful. What else do you want from a right back? He is a modern day right back. And he isn't one of those Trent Alexander-Arnolds that can do one side of the job. He is multilingual, basically. He can do all departments. Any continent he survives on. Literally, he's that good. So, it is what it is. Let's hope he gets better. Frank, don't make that mistake again or you will be out of a job. I promise you with that. Next three stories are on 3 youth prospects that have come through the ranks. Alright, so we're going to start with Fik Tomori. Unless you've been living under a rock, Fik Tomori almost left Chelsea on a loan to West Ham. Rumours had it he didn't want to go because he spoke to Frank Lampard and they both decided it would be best for him to stay because he could break into this team. How big of a mistake was that? Fik Tomori just lost another year of his development in my opinion. He hasn't played since January football at all. He's basically not played. And this is all because Rudiger's been getting his minutes and Christensen. And you saw yesterday what Christensen is about. Now, nobody can convince me Fik Tomori is that much of a softie. Fik Tomori is actually a good football player. And now Fik is pushing for a permanent. He's pushing for a permanent out the club when he's one of our best centre-halves. You can't make this stuff up. You can't make this stuff up. You absolutely can't make this stuff up, can you? But we're going to lose him. We are going to get an influx of capital coming in. Hopefully the money will get reinvested into some future centre-half because we do need one. I think Rudiger's going to be going as well. So I don't know what's going to happen this January window, but I see Tomori forcing his way out and it's reported that he's going to force his way out. So we've got no one else to blame but ourselves. And now we're going to move on to the Billy Gilmour and Tino Anjorin moves. Apparently Chelsea don't want to let either one of them go on loan. And this makes me laugh. This really does. I'm reading this and I'm like, what, you want to repeat the mistakes of who? Callum Hudson-Odoi, the mistakes of Ruben Loftus-Cheek, the mistakes of what? Fik Tomori. You want to just keep them to rot and what's going to happen to them? They're not developing, they're not getting any experience and then you're going to throw at them, oh, they're not ready to play yet. They need to go and play. Tino will start for a lot of Premier League sides. Gilmour will start for a lot of Premier League. I'm Billy Gilmour. I am forcing my way out of this club tomorrow on loan. He has got 6 months. 6 months to prove himself to get into a Scotland national team for the Euros. Do you not understand this? His country might not qualify in his career span for the Euros ever again. They've qualified and he can make that squad and he's good enough to start for them. He needs to go and play Premier League football. Scotland's pool is not that deep to the point where they can say, you know what, we could do value. If they play a 4-3-3, him, McGinn and McTominay's actually decent. Like, it's for Scotland, that's very decent. He needs to go play. Tino Anjorin, bro, you need to go as well. Stop playing for the under-23s. You're too good to be playing for the under-23s. You're not developing play for the under-23s. What is the point? I've said under-23s way too many times in one video. I'm sick and tired of it. Can someone fix this? Please, let these players go out on loan, get the experience, and be ready for Chelsea. This is the Kavkas. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Like I said before, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and most importantly, keep it interactive in the comments below. You guys have been fabulous at that. Listen, honestly, I can't believe how happy I am with the interactions I'm getting. This channel is slowly picking up to a point where I never expected it to get to. Like, you guys are talking, it's got to the point now where we can get 400 views, but we got like 50 comments down there. And I love it. And it's all different people, everyone's so interactive, everyone's respectful as well. You keep that energy. We need to be respectful. Lampard in, Lampard out, it doesn't matter. We're all Chelsea fans here. We're going to interact. By the way, guys, I might be introducing something new to the channel where I'm not only going to talk about Chelsea, so I'm going to cover other teams as well. It's gonna be, if I'm bored, I'm just going to sit down and, like, for tonight, I might do the Arsenal game. Let's laugh at their pain a little bit. They beat us the other day, caused some pain. I got a feeling bright in my ears. I want to slap. But it is what it is. I'm out. Peace out. Bye.